Have you ever wondered why we sometimes feel disappointed by life? Not because something terrible has happened, not because we have lost everything, but simply because life has not become what we expected it to be. Perhaps we expected more success, more recognition, more happiness, a better relationship, a smoother path. And when reality does not follow our expectations, something inside us begins to protest. We think, this was not supposed to happen. This is not how my life was meant to look. But perhaps one of the deepest lessons of wisdom is this: life never signed all the agreements we imagined it had signed. The second reflection, inspired by Professor Kołakowski, is simple. Do not want too much. At first, these words may sound strange. Are we not supposed to dream? Are we not supposed to improve ourselves? Are we not supposed to seek something greater? Of course we are. Human beings are created with desires, with hopes, with the ability to imagine a better future. The problem is not desire itself. The problem begins when our desires quietly become demands, when a hope becomes an expectation, and when an expectation becomes something we believe we are owed. Think about how easily this happens. I worked hard, therefore I deserve success. I was good to others, therefore they should never hurt me. I planned carefully, therefore nothing bad should happen. I love someone, therefore they should always remain with me. There is a hidden danger in these thoughts. They contain something that feels reasonable, but they also contain a silent assumption that life owes us a certain outcome. And when life refuses to follow our expectations, we experience not only sadness, sometimes we experience anger, because we feel that something has been taken from us, even though perhaps it was never promised. This is especially difficult in a world that constantly encourages us to control everything. We plan, we organize, we calculate risks. We create strategies for our careers, our finances, our relationships, and even our happiness. And planning is good. Responsibility is good. Wisdom requires preparation. But there is a difference between preparing for life and trying to control life completely. Because sooner or later, something happens that was not included in our plans. A conversation we did not expect, a loss we could not prevent, a change we did not choose. And then we discover something uncomfortable. We can influence our lives, but we cannot command them. Perhaps the answer is not to desire less. Perhaps the answer is to demand less from life. There is an important difference. A person can have dreams and still be grateful. A person can work for improvement and still accept reality. A person can hope for tomorrow while appreciating today. The problem is not wanting something beautiful. The problem is believing that we cannot be at peace until we receive it. Because if our peace always depends on the next achievement, the next possession, or the next change, then peace will always remain somewhere in the future. There is another reason why we should be careful with wanting too much. Human beings are remarkably good at becoming blind to blessings. A home that once felt like a gift becomes ordinary. A healthy body becomes something we simply assume. A familiar voice becomes something we barely notice. A person who loves us becomes someone we take for granted. Until one day, something changes, and suddenly we realize what seemed ordinary was never ordinary at all. Perhaps gratitude is simply the ability to notice the value of things before we lose them. To want less does not mean becoming smaller. It does not mean abandoning dreams. It does not mean accepting injustice or refusing to grow. It means learning to hold our desires with an open hand, to hope but not to demand, to work but not to believe that everything depends only on our effort, to receive life as a gift, not as a contract. Because sometimes the person who expects less from life is not the person who has less. Sometimes it is the person who finally learns to see how much has already been given. Perhaps this is the wisdom behind the words, "Do not want too much." Not because life has nothing beautiful to offer, but because life may already contain more beauty than we have learned to notice.